Today on Vox, we have information on the law enforcement of Bradley County, Brexit, and more. Gideon Ratcliffe will have your local weather, and Aaron Carroll will have your sports.
It's Monday, December 10th, 2018. We're watching Vox News Today.
Please stand for the pledge of the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Mary Beth Mangrum.
And I'm Jay Standridge.
Law enforcement officials in Bradley County spent their time Friday teaming up with the Salvation Army and squaring off against each other. The Bradley County Sheriff's Office and the Cleveland Police Department rang bells for donations, trying to outdo the other. They were outside Walmart North from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m., each on different entrances. On Saturday, the numbers came in. Police raised $1,709, but the Sheriff's Office won with a whopping $2,248.
A Colorado woman vanishes without much of a trail. Kelsey Barrett was reported missing on November 25th, but last confirmed sighting of her was 3 days earlier on the 22nd. The 29-year-old's phone was traced to Idaho, but aside from that, authorities have no leads. Colby Crossley reports.
29-year-old Kelsey Barrett has vanished, leaving her family questioning her whereabouts. Clint Barrett, her brother, who arrived at her home yesterday, which is located near Memorial Park, was surprised to see nothing was missing other than her purse. In a Facebook post, he wrote, "After arriving at Kelsey's house last night and combing through her things, we know one thing is certain. Kelsey didn't pack to go anywhere. All luggage is here, and anyone who knows our family knows Mom or Kelsey don't go out in public without a shower, hair done, and makeup." Police say they currently have no leads and are asking for the public's help. However, they were able to track her phone and traced it to Idaho.
Makes us wonder what she's doing up there, what the phone is, you know, potentially, because she may not be there, maybe the phone is. It's all stuff we're trying to follow up on still.
Barrett's last known sighting was here at Safeway on November 22nd. Security cameras picked her up shopping in the store. However, the police were unable to release the footage.
She was last seen wearing a white shirt, a gray sweater, blue pants, possibly blue jeans, with a brown purse and white shoes. So that's the last description we have of her.
Commander Chris Adams says there is a concern with the cold weather, but they are doing everything they can to find her.
We've put a bolo out. Colorado, we're going to do one nationwide just to try to get information on maybe where she's been if somebody sees her. You know, if she's out there, doesn't want to be contacted, just let us know that she's safe, and we'll let her family know she doesn't want to be contacted.
According to her brother, Kelsey is a pilot, and due to her phone showing up in Gooding, Idaho, and after learning they have the cheapest aircraft fuel in the area, he reached out. However, they have no credit card records with her name on it. If you have any information, please contact Woodland Park Police at 719-667-9262.
Brexit may seem like a debacle in the UK, but the move has boosted nationalist morale among other EU member states. The strongest rhetoric comes from Italy, an EU founding member whose Interior Minister Matteo Salvini advocates for a far-right anti-immigration agenda. Talk of the Italexit gains momentum as Salvini and his Lega party surge in popularity, polling at almost 35% compared to just 17% during the elections. Now Salvini wants to bring his brand of nationalist populism to Brussels, hoping to unite other Eurosceptics. CNN's Atika Schubert reports from Salvini's thank you rally in Rome.
A grand entrance for Matteo Salvini, leader of La Lega, the League political party, and Italy's interior minister. Though the soaring score to this thank you rally 6 months after Italy's elections suggests bigger ambitions for the man who has made Italians first his rallying cry. Now this is a show of force by the league and its party leader Matteo Salvini. Remember, they only won 17% in the national election. They're actually in a coalition with the Five Star Movement. However, since then, under Salvini's leadership, they have surged in popularity. Recent polls place them at 34%. And this rally is a way of consolidating that power. Salvini has made a name for himself by attacking the EU on immigration and defending Italy's troubled budget. Italian nationalism, he says, will bring Europe back to its, quote, civilized Christian roots. In his speech, he said, someone has betrayed the European dream. We will give blood and strength to the veins of a new Europe, founded on respect, work, economic, and social progress, he said. After Brexit, Britain's imminent departure from the EU, could we see an Italexit? Well, not yet, one of Lega's youth leaders told me. The immediate goal is to gain more seats at European Parliament in next year's elections to constrain the EU first.
We are a very good see on the society, a very good reading of the society, and then we understand that there is a new challenge. It's not only local against the state bureaucracy, but it's the local against the globalism. It's a local against globalization and against the European super state that they want to build.
Not far away, the volunteers at Europe Now, a tiny grassroots movement, are trying to convince Roman residents that Italy needs more Europe, not less. Alarmed at the precedent set by Brexit, every weekend they set up their stall and give out EU flags.
No, the nationalism threats are real. I mean, that's, for instance, we say, that's just rhetoric. It's not. Brexit showed it. Brexit showed it had real effect.
For some of Salvini's supporters, leaving the EU is no longer unthinkable.
Maybe it could. It depends. It depends what happens in the future, but maybe it could. I don't know. I'm not against it anyway. I'm not against Italexit. I'm not against it. Yes. I was very happy about Brexit as well.
The nationalism that triggered Brexit is similar to the populist wave that Salvini is now steering, but while his power is growing, Italexit is not likely yet. Atika Schubert, CNN, Rome.
France's President Emmanuel Macron may not be having a much easier morning than his British counterpart. He is hosting unions, politicians, and protest leaders for talks in an effort to regain the upper hand in the wake of the Yellow Vest protests. This evening, he is due to address the nation. Protests played out across France for the fourth weekend in a row, shutting down much of the capital and leaving 135 people injured. France and Europe more broadly will be watching to see if Mr. Macron can reassert control in the hours ahead.
Electronic music pioneer Jean-Michel Jarre has had a busy year, which included a world tour, a pair of album releases, and entering the world of virtual reality. Rick Damigella talked with the French composer for our Music Monday segment.
Composer Jean-Michel Jarre is celebrating a pair of milestones this year, including 50 years of creating his unique electronic music with a career-spanning retrospective. However,
to tell you the truth, I don't like compilations albums or best-ofs. I always feel frustrated in my life. I mean, for me, a best-of is like taking different chapters of different books of an author and trying to make one book with it. It doesn't work.
But he made it work by segmenting Planet Jarre 50 Years of Music into 4 parts, each covering different aspects of his career. Jarre is commemorating the 40th anniversary of his album Equinox with the follow-up Equinox Infinity.
And I must say that it's like the first Equinox on steroids. It's not exactly a sequel, but it's something that is mixing probably a kind of optimistic view of the future that we had when I started my career.
And he closes out his epic 50th year by partnering with The Wave VR, where fans can remix songs from Equinox Infinity on the social virtual reality platform. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Today in entertainment news, the most tweeted about films in 2018, Lindsey Buckingham and the Fleetwood Mac make peace, and a sneak peek at the upcoming Men in Black movie. Douglas Hyde has all that in the Hollywood Minute.
My son, it is your time.
Superheroes dominate the box office and, as it turns out, Twitter. Marvel's Black Panther leads the pack on Twitter's most tweeted about movies of 2018. Avengers: Infinity War and Incredibles 2 follow. Lindsey Buckingham and Fleetwood Mac can go their own way now. The group's former lead guitarist says he settled his lawsuit against his ex-bandmates. Buckingham sued them for breach of contract after they kicked him out of the band earlier this year. He claimed he was owed $12 million from their new tour. No word on the details of the settlement, but Buckingham tells CBS News he's, quote, happy enough with it.
That was pretty intense, I gotta say.
Chris Hemsworth is giving fans their first look at him in action in the upcoming Men in Black reboot, MIB International. The Australian actor posted an image of himself drawing a laser gun in a scene with co-star Tessa Thompson. Liam Neeson and Emma Thompson also star in the sci-fi comedy, which hits theaters in June. In Hollywood, I'm Douglas Hyde.
Now let's send it over to Gideon with your weather report.
I'll have more information about the winter storm and more after the break.
When you think of Miami, you think of, rich, glamour, but 5 miles away from the beach, there's people who've never seen the beach. I was confused why somebody was in this situation, especially in America. So when I started Joshua's Heart Foundation, it was a key thing to be able to engage youth in the foundation, to help them participate. I think passing on the torch and lighting a new flame in another person to do good is probably one of the bigger missions that I have. So we are each making a bigger difference. That's it, just giving back and producing love for everybody.
Life happens. Whether it's car trouble, medical bills, or other expenses, Check Into Cash has a new flexible loan solution. Introducing the Flex Loan. The Flex Loan is an open line of credit. You control how much you borrow with flexible payment options. If you need a payday advance, we offer those too, because true flexibility is the ability to choose. For life's little emergencies, we're your one-stop money shop.
Smoking as a teen can permanently stunt your lungs, taking the air out of even the biggest and baddest.
You can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war, you could touch a God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks, you can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself. Stand in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name.
Welcome back. Parts of the southeast are digging out from a massive winter storm, the same system that brought heavy rain, flooding, and even snow to the Texas and southern plains last week. Dumped sleet and double-digit snowfall on parts of the Carolinas over the weekend. Omar Jimenez is in Charlotte, North Carolina, with a look at the conditions.
The southeast pounded by winter weather. It's deep. It's about a foot. I'm doing parking lots right now, and the tractor won't even push it. It's not strong enough.
A massive, moisture-heavy storm mixed with cold air, pushing snow and ice into the Carolinas.
North Carolina is in the cold, icy grip of a mammoth winter storm.
The storm downed trees and power lines, leaving more than 500,000 people without power in the southeast. Authorities warned of dangerous road conditions and urged residents to stay home.
Snow and ice can make the scene outside your window look like a holiday card. But don't be fooled. This storm is treacherous, especially if you try to drive in it.
Still, hundreds of drivers tried their luck at the wintry mix. North Carolina's State Highway Patrol responded to more than 500 crashes on Sunday alone. Residents of Durham County, North Carolina, woke up Sunday morning after 6 inches of snow fell overnight. The area sees an average of 6 inches of snow per year. Higher elevations in the Appalachians and Carolinas saw double-digit snowfall over the weekend. Thousands of flights in and out of North Carolina airports have been grounded due to the treacherous conditions, and forecasters expect the storm to move off the coast Monday, but authorities say its impact will be felt for days to come.
Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. All right, on Monday today it's going to be mostly cloudy with a high of 44 and low of 22. Tuesday we're going to have more sunnier weather with high of 49, low of 26. Wednesday and Thursday it's going to be mostly cloudy with the highs of 49 and 53 and lows of 39 and 45. Friday and Saturday we're going to have some rain with a high of 49 and low of 40. Saturday a high of 48 and low of 35. And Sunday it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 52 and low of 38. That's all from me. Let's send it over to Aaron with their scores from last night.
There were some really close games this weekend in the NFL and NBA. We'll have scores and highlights after this break.
My what? I am your. I can't understand you. Hold on, let me help you. Hold on. Let's just get this one off. You okay?
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
She stands in the face of evil and will not lose hope or faith. America, the land of freedom, is still the home of the brave. So raise the banner, call no glory. Let us join our fellow man. History will write the story. America will always stand. History will write the story. America will always stand.
Welcome back. There's a lot of action this weekend, starting off with the NBA scores. We got the Pelicans and the Pistons, Jazz and the Spurs, Bucks and the Raptors, and the Hornets and the Knicks. Now for our NFL scores, we got the Jets and the Bills, Panthers and the Browns, Giants and the Redskins, Patriots and the Dolphins, with the Dolphins winning by 1 point, Falcons and the Packers, and Steelers and the Raiders. Now for our play of the day, fourth quarter of the Patriots versus the Dolphins game, 6 seconds left, 33-28, Patriots leading. Ryan Tannehill passes it to Kennedy Stills. Kennedy Drake, who takes it for the game-winning touchdown. Take another look at your play of the day.
Stills to Parker to Drake. A lateral heard round the world.
That's all from me. Now let's take a look at your school announcements after this break.
My father taught me a lot about life, without ever saying a word. When I was a little girl, my friends were all just like me. His never were.
Hello, hello. Didn't you bring them, George?
I thought you were going
No,
to.
I brought them last time. Huh?
You're all right. I forgot. All right, so we'll be with...
I used to wonder, why would a Jew, a Christian, and a Muslim ever get together?
It was him.
And then I finally got it. They had a lot more in common than donuts.
Friendship. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Oh, that is awful. Oh, no way. That is not happening.
Got a car, got a boat, got a home.
Get a quote! You could save a lot. You could save a lot. But how do you know?
Unless you call 894-2600.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful
Hello to all my friends in Cleveland, Tennessee, my hometown. It's my favorite time of the year, and as we approach the Christmas season, I want to encourage you to pick up my book, Start Here, Go Anywhere, Making Good Choices and Recovering from Bad Ones. You can do that at richiehughes.org, but I truly believe that we can start anywhere and go anywhere. The only limits that we have are those that we place on ourselves. So whether you're looking for a good book for yourself or you're looking to give someone a great gift, I want to encourage you to pick it up. Start Here, Go Anywhere at richiehughes.org. Merry Christmas to you, and may 2019 be a great new start for you.
Welcome back, Bradley Central. Let's take a look at our school announcements.
EOC testing continues this week with Math Part 3 today. Makeups will be on Tuesday and Wednesday during first block.
There will be a tennis meeting this Wednesday, December 12th, for all players that are currently playing and anyone who is interested in playing tennis this year. The meeting will be in the gym during advisory.
There are 12 days until Christmas break. Hang in there, Bradley Central.
We are online on YouTube at BCHS VOX News.
You can also check us out on Facebook, WTMB, and of course at VoxNews.net.
You just can't get enough of Vox.
That's all we have for you today, Bradley Central.
And as always, God bless and go Bears.